Hello, I am Josh Collins. Let's see here. hmm Okay. Well, I'm just starting out a little show. Well, I'll tell you, I'm trying to figure out a way to make a living. And my show is called Josh's Busted Skull Bone. Well, why am I calling it that? Well, it's real simple. It lays from the time I was in fourth grade until I was, uh, I guess, I guess passed through to the eighth grade. I went to. I was in a little area in Tennessee called. Uh, well, I was actually living between Skullbone and Idlewild on Old Jackson Road. My parents were still living together and was in a green trailer on Old Jackson Road between Skullbone and Idlewild. Now, what is Skullbone? Well, Skullbone's a little town, or not even town, right? It's just community, not even incorporated, doesn't have a mayor or nothing. Same way with Idlewild. Mm, Biggest town we had is Bradford. It's from the time I was 9 to 14 years old. And those are somewhat impressionable years. Um, my parents couldn't get along, and my mother left my father, but I was in that area. Now, I was born in Greenfield, Tennessee, just about 5 miles up the road from where I was at, on Shades Bridge Road. Now, you could say my entire childhood was connected with Skullbone in a certain way all my life. And now that I think about it, I guess it's one place. I guess unless I have Alzheimer's or dementia or something like that, I probably will always remember it, no matter where I'm at. I'm here in Lancaster, California now. Well, why are you there? Well, I started learning things about writing for the movies, and I thought, well, it'd be better be physically closer to Hollywood. So that's my simple reasoning there. Because there may be logistic reasons why I need to be in California as opposed to be back in Tennessee. So now I will. I don't know. This is my first thing. I might fool with some stuff here. Let's see. I might play with some technical issues or something. It says manage here. It does say edit. What does edit will do? No, ain't what I need. Cancel. Okay, we're back. So I'm gonna put in the chat myself. Right now, I sort of kind of represent ADT home security. And if you want to do me a favor, if you're watching this, if I get, I may try to get this uploaded on YouTube, not just have it uh, going live. But I'm going to put in on my chat a number for ADT. I want you to look at your chat. 855 751, I believe. 31 26 26. Look at the chat. That's the number. ADT home security. Now, I want, if anybody's watching that or catch it later or whatever, call that number there and put in this promo code. Give the operator, the one you talk to, this promo code. If you were to get ADT home security system installed, the promo code will get you $100 gift card after the installation. And the representative ADT, he or she will probably have some other goodies and deals for you if you were to get an ADT system, and spread that around. So I'm going to have that up on the chat the whole time. But here's, if you're interested in trying to get your home secured, doesn't matter where, just call that number 855-751-3266 and give them the promo code 2400008. And after you do, if you do get a system set up, please do contact me. Give me your name, and also anybody else. Anybody who gets a system, I'll get you a little gift on top of it. It's a secret gift, but you have to call the number and get you the system. So there you go. There's my commercial. Now, I said this is Josh's Skullbone. I'll talk about whatever I want. Well, let's see. Let's talk about some stuff. Now, you don't want to go into politics. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I like politics. One thing I will say that I am convinced that I'm not voting for a party that does not know the difference between a man and a woman. Now, it's pretty simple. Okay, let's go to the next point. Now, we are in a situation But let's sum up the politics this way. How many want to go to sneak over to Mexico? How many of you want to sneak over to Mexico to start a new life, a better life? How many of you here in the United States are dying to get across the border into Mexico to live a better life? Now, there's some people voted for, did not vote for Trump, and they say, "Oh, I can't. What am I going to do?" Well, you can go to Mexico. Wouldn't you say Mexico's better than being here in the United States under Donald Trump? I know, surely you had to think so. I know you got to think that. I see your media posts on Facebook and crap. You may go over some of this stuff. Okay, let's go over it. Let's see what we got here. Right up on Facebook. I don't have to look too hard on Facebook to figure. Let's see. The Christian Love and Life Facebook page. Miss Mary Clemson has a posting of this man. It says, "Honk if you think Trump is a FUCKING moron." In that lovely little post there. There you go. Let's see. There we go. Let's look at some more. Well, I don't know. Well, so now I'm in California. Why in the world you go to California? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. This nation, if we ain't if we're afraid to go anywhere in this nation to live the life we want to live, then we're beat. If I can't move to California and everybody's running away from California, I don't care what any individual does. They can do whatever they want to do. They want to stay in California, stay. If they want to leave California, but we should not get to the point where we can't live here, there, or yonder within the United States. It's our nation. We are citizens of the United States. If you were born here or if you were naturalized, you are a citizen. You get to go here, yonder, wherever. You because you were born in a certain state doesn't mean you can't live in another state. We got to understand this is our country. I know to a certain degree people get hooked on a certain state. Yeah, I'm from Tennessee. I love Tennessee, but frankly, that doesn't mean I have to live there all in my entire life. I've lived there most of my life, and I just I just think that we are of we can do what we want to do in life. I hear conservatives. They want if they're in California, leave California. Well, leave if you want to. I was the elder of a church here in town. He left and he went to Arkansas. That's fine. That's wonderful. I'm glad. We we shouldn't let politics get in the way of our decisions to do this or that. If we let what's going in Washington D.C. and what's going on with news media and the politics and all this, if we let those things run our lives and not and let us as individuals live our lives, what are we going to do? We're can we do what we want to do? Can we not be free? If we want to live in California, we want to live in Florida, and we want to live in Texas, we want to live in Michigan. We have all this land from Maine to tip of Maine to San Diego, from tip of Washington State. Yeah, it's Oregon to Miami, Florida. We got plenty of places to go as citizens of the United States. We don't have to be locked in anywhere. And maybe economic reason why we can't travel and blah 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 whatever, but in the and having to move and everything. So I want all of you who's listening to me. Oh, let's see. Can I share this with anybody? Let's see. See if I can share on my Facebook page. Gotta share it on my Facebook page. Yeah, we're sharing this on my. Oh, yeah, we're going to share this. Okay. I had to share it on my Facebook page to get. Maybe that'll help give me more viewers because I got a Facebook page that's got some stuff on. So, okay, good. We're sharing on Facebook and YouTube all at once. Ooh, I'm getting into this technology stuff. Ooh, I'm going to be a media starlet. Well, well, I'm from Tennessee. I love Tennessee, and if I do get rich, I may go back and buy me some land and stuff in Tennessee and a place there too. I may go from California and back for it, and I don't know. I may why can't I live in Tennessee a little bit and live in California and you know and that's one thing. If you get rich, why do you want to be why you do whatever you want to. Just you want to be in this part of the country. You want to be in that part of the country. Whatever you want to do. do whatever you want to. But now, of course, you won't. Now, I do think that you need to do according to God's word. Now, I am a Christian, so I do believe in keeping God's word in that. But there's still a lot of freedom in what you can do, what you want to do, and you might as well do whatever you want to do as long as you're honoring God. That's what's important in life, and we should consider being Americans as just an awesome privilege. We got there's so many places we could live, and because you were born in one town in one, you may love that place, you may love the people you've grown up with, but you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be stuck with anything. So I want to go over the ADT stuff again. It's 855-751-32126 ATT home security system. Promo code 240008. They'll give you a $100 gift card if you do get ADT system installed into your home. So I'll call it. I want to even put down Facebook. Hold on. Promo code. Well, I'm just doing a little homework there, folks. Oh, come on. Hey, I want to get bed. I told you it's going to be that my show, Josh's Skullbone, is going to be about anything. Oh, I did say something about auctioneering. Oh, $100, $10. under 10, under 15, under 15, under 15, under 20, under 25, under 25, down 29, 30, under 30, under 30, 30, come in half, down, under 35, under 27 and a half, now 130, now 135, now 137 and a half, now 140, 140, 101, $140 bid, $140 bid. Hey, folks. Now, I'm going to tell you, have you ever felt like Henry Ford in 1893? Henry Ford in 1893? What are you talking about, Josh? There was a point where Henry Ford really wasn't well known or anything until he built that quadricycle. But you know what? He had that thing in his head before that. I don't know how long before he had it in his head. I might have to look at what he says about that, but I'm sure it was in his head a little while before he really built the thing. Now, quadricycle. I don't know. Let's say, well, Henry Ford and the quadricycle. I guess y'all can see me as I do, if I research a little bit. Let's see. Can you see me? Oh, there's Kamala Harris. She can be president of California. Okay. History of Cinco de Mayo. Well, I don't care about Cinco de Mayo. I like tacos, but I don't really care. Let's see. History of Henry Ford. Let's see. Henry Ford was an American industrialist who founded the Ford Motor Company. Yeah, I knew that much. Revolutionized the automobile industry with the introduction of assembly line technique of mass production. Yeah, he did. He established the company in 1903. In 1908, the Model T was launched, making cars affordable and average. Let's see. Henry Ford. Why am I talking about Henry Ford? Because there was a point where Henry Ford was on the earth. He was in Michigan, I guess, in Detroit, but he hadn't built his quadricycle. But he had to think about it before he built it, right? He had to figure things, had to be thinking about them at least for a little while before he built the thing. He eventually, I think it's 1896 when he built the thing, and then all of a sudden he exploded. I'm going to share this with something else too. Let me see. What's that? I don't know if I got that the way I need it or not. Oh, yeah, let's just download it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Who is it? I don't have any money with me. What do you need? Oh, uh, I can give you a number. I can give you a number. Hey, I can give you a number. I can give you a number. Okay. Hmm. Well, you probably see me doing all sorts of things on my computer. But as I said before, we are on Facebook Live and on YouTube Live. Well, what went wrong? I'm not really worried about her at the moment. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, I want to get them on, 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 get bed. Who to get them for $10 bed, get them on for $10 bed. $50 where? Tell me. $50 where now? Well, let's go. Let's go and get them on, want to get them in the bed. Well, folks, now you might think auctioneering is just about talking fast. And that's about all it is to most people. Now, if you're in the as a professional auctioneer, which it's about trying to sell people's accumulated tangible assets. Usually, it's not really made to make a profit. It's rather sell that stuff or merchandise and property and that individuals, families, organizations, businesses, and even government entities have accumulated through the years and decades. And for some reason, they decided, well, it's time for us to sell this stuff that we got. It's got some value to it now. We'd rather have the cash than to keep the stuff. Well, what if the auction business? One of the reasons why people choose an auction, if they're going to choose an auction service is that you can sell when you want to sell. You don't have to wait for months and even years to sell whatever you need to sell. You can sell it on one day, in one day, at one time, and get it all sold. And if you got sufficient advertising, you might can get more advertising, probably have a better shot at getting better prices. Now, what if you took the concept of auction selling and applied it to selling in all different manner of selling? Could you imagine somebody who owns a business? He says or she says, I want to make X amount of dollars this year. I want to make $200,000 this year. I want to make $300,000 this year. And all it would take is a little take some reasonable estimates and you can figure out how much, I mean, auctions. How much stuff can you auction off? Because if you can gain even a minimum consistent profit from auction selling, meaning you buy it stuff for this much, like wholesale or below, and then sell it for this much more, and you do it consistently with auctions, then you can ultimately have expedited exponential asset accumulation. Everything starts multiplying on itself. Because if you can sell it this quick and get this much profit, and then you take the profit to buy more stuff and you keep on building up and building up, it just exponentially expands. Would not money troubles be solved if we took auction selling and applied it to when businesses need to sell products, when on their time schedule? And wouldn't it be great if anybody could get in on it, from individuals and families, organizations, for-profit business and government, anybody, any entity, get in on it to supply the items for auctions and then reap the profit from it and then keep on doing more and more and more and more auctions? Would that not solve a lot of economic woes in this world? In fact, you could have a fund that helps the homeless and a fund that helps those that are on welfare benefits to get off of them and become financially independent. Maybe not only financially, but even independent from having to depend on a job to support yourself. Now, that would be nice. And I think if you use auctioneering in that way, auction selling, you might be surprised at the results of what could happen. Yeah, solve the world's economic problems. Now let's get to its entertainment issues. Now, I've been learning about writing for the movies, and I've written some things, and we'll try to continue to write some things. And oh, let me go get me a drink before I fall out here. I'll be back here. But call your ADT home security system just in case you love your family and everything. I mean, y'all love y'all's family, yourselves, and protect yourselves from people that are going to act like idiots and try to harm or even kill your family. Call that ADT home security system number and see if you can protect you yourself and your family. I'm gonna get something to drink right quick. That's good old fashioned grape Kool Aid. Probably worst thing for me to drink right now. But I am anyway. Well, did you call that number? Did you call the 855-751-3126? I hope you did. I hope you did. Let's see if we can share again on WhatsApp. I don't know. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, contacts. Mm-hmm. Okay, call that 855-751-326-3126 ATT Home Security System. Promo code 2400008. You get $100 gift card if you get ADT home system installed. So go get you one to protect you and your family. You don't want intruders and invaders coming in your home and wreaking havoc when it is unnecessary to do so. When you have a ADT, it's not an absolute guarantee, but you need to talk to make sure that you are helping protect yourself and your family from home invasions and that kind of those sorts of things, and people stealing packages from your home and all that stuff. So, everybody wants to dump on Trump. I'll tell you what, if they won't dump on Trump, I got something to say to them. And remember, everything I say is my opinion, doesn't necessarily reflect what ADT or any other company I may bring up and represent would say, but it's my personal opinion anyway. Take that for whatever. Yeah, it's Josh's busted skullbone. It's not anybody else's anything. Even though I do kind of sort of represent ADT, and if you call that number, you'll be doing me a favor as well as yourself a favor, your family a favor, and your neighbors a favor, because I'm sure you'll spread the word. Now, I did write a little thingy. It probably needs to be rewritten again. I say, yay, Trump, yay, Trump, yay, Trump. Trump is his own stump. If you don't like Trump, you're nothing but a grump. Liberals lie, liberals cry, liberals will throw away the pie, hitting you in the eye. Liberals spy, even if you buy. If you buy, they will take a huge slice of pie, smash the rest between all American thighs. Making liberals cry, I can't hump the Trump, so I'm going to hump a stump to throw up a sign telling all America Trump should resign, making sure no one can even taste a slice of Trump's triumph pie. Liberals lie, liberals lie, liberals lie, so Americans can ultimately die, being beaten down by a multitude of media lies. Liberals lie, liberals lie, liberals lie. To them, infanticide is fun. All America will scorch under media lies. Freedom from reality is the liberal way, unshackled by what has been and freed up from what is now. That is not really. Okay, little thing I wrote up. I probably need to work on it. But anyway, liberals lie, liberals lie. Need to shorten it up, probably. So how y'all doing? Is it all zero wonder? You know, ain't nobody there? I'm talking to myself. Yep. I said this way it started. I talked to myself. 855-751-32126 ADT Home Security System. 2400 Pro 240008 promo code, get a $100 gift card. So, as I said before, I feel like Henry Ford in 1893 with these ideas on how you could use auction selling as a method of expedited exponential asset accumulation for individuals, for families, for various types of organizations, for profit businesses, and for government entities. Does that not about cover anything and everything? I think so. Anything that deals with a budget and money and stuff. See, at auction, the one who's selling unilaterally decides when things shall sell. They sign a contract with the auctioneer and they agree on a date, and then they advertise right before that date, and then on that date the merchandise is supposed to be offered to be sold at inviting competitive bidding. But the main point, it is sold. It doesn't, there's not a waiting period. It's not, well, we might do a week after. That's letting the buyer decide when the sales transaction occurs. When does the seller need to sell it? Sell it when the seller needs to sell it. They need to make money then. If you have enough advertisement, you can have it when you want, how you want it. So, that's my thoughts on it. I know I feel like Henry Ford in 1893. It just ain't my time. I'm ahead of my time right now. But I like to start a whole chain of auction houses that ultimately help out everybody, anybody. Create wealth and create those that are wealthy to get wealthier. Lift everybody higher. Not just the wealthy. I'm not against the wealthy getting wealthier. I'm just for those who aren't to get wealthy. I don't want to go against rich people and take away their money or anything or their opportunity. In fact, I think that more that they spend on investments and everything, they actually inevitably contribute more to society every time that they spend money, and they spend money on whether on investments or they spend money on buying a new yacht or whatever they do. It's still the money goes somewhere and gets where everybody gets ahead. So, what get my new money? By the way, I went to Nashville Auction School the summer of '98. I was still in college, or it was in the summertime. I didn't take any summer class. I only took like one class that would be considered a summer college class anyway. And I didn't do all that good with it. I was studying Greek at Mid-Continent College in Mayfield, Kentucky. And when I did, well, I, well, the professor, he was actually getting hired, going to get hired on at Southern Seminary in Louisville, Kentucky. And, but he wants to go through his system of dealing with the me verbs or something in Greek. And, well, just say it hit my top of what I could do. I topped out at that point. He let me get away with having C, I guess, for effort or whatever, but I just couldn't get it all I needed. But I took at least two more Greek classes after that. I think one over the book of Ephesians and one over the book of Galatians. Yeah, I went to Mid-Continent about 1996 to 2000. Graduated from high school in 95. I graduated Bradford High School. See, the strange thing, last 2 years of high school, I decided to go back to Bradford, mainly because I hated the other school more than I hated Bradford. I hated Bradford too, but I said, well, I'll go with Bradford, and I end up usually sort of driving over there or something, or I had my mother drive me or got picked up or whatever it was at that time. So I went 11th and 12th grade, and I get to after one of the reasons why I did that was where I could go on their senior trip. I guess I could have took the money I had to come up with that and went on my own little trip. But I went on anyway. So it was an amazing little journey. We went from Natural Bridge, Virginia to Natural Bridge, Virginia to Washington, D.C., then Ocean City, New Jersey. We're getting all kinds of trouble. In New York City, then Niagara Falls, Canada. Oh, I don't know what else I did. But, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, get a bed, get on, get on, get a bed. What do you do? Look at the come on, come on, come on, get bed. I got 10, I'm looking to get on, get on, get a 10 to 20, $20 a bed, $20 get a bed, get on, get on, get on, get on, get bed, get on, $80 get a bed. $20 bed where $20 get on, get on, get on, get on, get on, get a bed, $20 bed. $20 now, look at 25 now, 30 now, 35 $35 bid, $35 bid, $35 bid, $35 to bid, $35 to bid. Again, call the toll-free number to 855-751-3126 ADT Home Security. Promo code 240008. It gets you a $100 gift card if you do get a system installed, and your neighbors and friends get a system installed. I'm gonna get you a little gift for each person that gets install ADT system installed. As a way to say I appreciate you helping me out, help yourself out too, help your neighbors out. So do so. Well, let me talk a little bit about TOP marketing. If you'd like to enter into a company that is very exciting and dynamic, just call. I can give you a number if you call me up, and I'll let you hook up with TOP marketing, and you'll be able to offer ADT home security in the way that I'm doing it now. So if you want to make some money that way, you can do door to door. Now, I personally have health issues, kind of limits what I can do, but so anybody got any questions? Anybody want to get a bid? So, well. Now I want to tell you. Oh, somebody talk to me. I want to know what to say about something. Oh, oh, oh. Nobody wanted to talk to me. Oh well. I said that's how this is going to go. I just have to keep on doing these things and hope for people to. But as I said, auction selling could solve the world's problems. economic problems at least. And y'all think that's funny. Well, look at the reason why people use auctions. And if you can combine that and get consistent profits from auction selling, you know what you were taught in school about. You take one penny. I remember pretty distinctively. Here's the pro. Which you take? Would you take $10,000 right now today, or would you take 1 cent doubled each day for 31 days? And would you take whatever the amount is that would be in 31 days? And well, the reason why a lot of people say, "Well, I'd take the $10,000, of course." But if you start adding up 2 cents, 4 cents, 8 cents, 16 cents, 64 cents each day, you end up doubling. Well, why can't we do the same thing with selling, expanding? Well, a lot of businesses that do expand, they automatically think about. They don't think about exp. They think their wealth has grown through addition instead of multiplication. No, you have to multiply your results. You have to double up your results. You use your profit as your means to multiply your assets. So, you want to get rich? Well, I said about auction selling, go tell an auctioneer. Oh, look, it's funny. Mm-hmm. 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 If I fall asleep during my show when it's live, oh well, I do. Moo, moo. Ah. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. it, folks. I'm saying bye. We'll end this.